Welcome to another stream. I hope everybody is having a great night. I'm really excited as we're almost at our 100 followers count. It was just a while ago that I hit 50 followers for the affiliated status. So it's really nice to see the channel grow as much as it does. To celebrate, I want to give away one sub to one of you guys. So if you're interested, make sure to hit the follow button if you don't already. And also add the add ticket. Or to make sure you enter. And at the end of the stream, if we hit 100 followers, we'll draw someone, and if he's followed, we make sure to give him a free sub. And if he's not followed, we gonna draw someone else. Because we want to celebrate the followers. So that's the only requirement. You don't have to spend any money, just follow. Also, welcome Feats, welcome to the stream. Major Error and Nash GG. I hope that I pronounce your names correctly. If not, please let me know. How is it going this night? And hope everything is going good. In today's stream, we can check out what we... Lieselotte, welcome! How is it going this night? So in this today's stream, we'll finish up a little bit about what we did last stream. Creating the endpoints for the ingredients. And also, when we completed that, we want to add SQL database. Maybe some shadow loading for the rest of the components. And creating a recipe entity. So making sure that we are storing the recipe in the database. And if we're completely done with that, we can add more entities or improve the page. So that's the stuff we want to work on. I think we should start with the endpoint for the ingredients. If you weren't this stream last week, I'll show what we did. Most of this is the front end. We created some of the endpoints, but they don't... I think most of it is the endpoint right now. But we can look at that. But we have this site. You can press the like button. You can rate it. We have ingredients. We still need to improve this. We have some steps. We have the utensils and a profile page. And if we go here, we can see the API. We have an API to get the user and one to get the recipes or a recipe by ID. And that returns a whole load of stuff. So if you have any questions about our API project, Blazor, or anything in general, make sure to ask them. And if you have any suggestion, make sure to submit them in the ticket on our GitHub page. Or if you have any questions on an issue, you can add them here or on the issue themselves. Very good that you're awesome and that you're looking forward to this. Make sure to type tickets to make sure you join the giveaway, Lieselotte, and you make a chance to get a free sub. Then you can also spam the amazing shock. So we are gonna create a new controller. So we're gonna close our Blazor project here. And we're gonna create a new controller here. And we're gonna stop debugging. Add controller. And we're gonna create an empty one. Hello John, how is it going this night? It has been a while. So let's create the recipe controller. No, not recipe, ingredient. Ingredient. Pretty good, and yeah, it's been like half a week. You shouldn't be allowed. Oh, we created a normal controller. So we should use the controller based. Let's copy those attributes and use the controller base here. And we have an index page, and I feel bad though, you didn't check the previous episodes. Well, there's no really no excuse for that. But to get we can show what we did last streams. The UI, I didn't think we changed that too much. But we have the like button, the rating, following. I think this is new. But also this data is retrieved through the API, so that's a really big improvement. And oh, we get an error here, and that's probably because of this one. I'm not sure. Let me restart, maybe then it works. But no worries, it's good that you're here. Also make sure to type add ticket to join the giveaway. When we reach 100 followers, we're gonna give away one free sub to someone. Yeah, very good. I also need to check. Let me do a quick check if you're getting added. Add exclamation mark ticket should work. Yeah, you're added. Lieselotte, also make sure to join. And when we hit the 100 followers, so make sure we hit the 100. We're gonna give away one free sub to someone. If you're already sub, you can pass it on to someone else, or I can try to give you a sub. And otherwise you can get... no, I cannot give you a sub, but I can do it after this month. But you can also give it away if you want to give it to someone else. That's your choice. If you win, you're gonna give it to Tessie. He deserves it. Yeah, he's really cool. And he also created a loader for this project, so that's really nice. So we let me switch back to our Visual Studio here, and we're gonna go to our shared project and to the details, and we're gonna call ingredients, and we're gonna create a new class called ingredients DTO. Let's go to the other ingredients. And let's see what we have. We have a name and a type. So I think we can just copy that, but we need to move that enum. So we're gonna go back to our shared project, create a new folder called enums, and we're going to the ingredient type, and we're gonna move to another folder. So instead of here, we're going to shared/enums. And now it should be available in the shared. Visual Studio has a problem with catching up. Oh, I thought I could do that. So let's give it a rebuild, make sure that everything is working correctly. Let's re-enable the chat. Pretty cool. I got last Friday I gave a guest lecture on my previous university. And I got 2 followers from that, so that's, I think, at least from that, because they're from Friday. So that's pretty cool. And it was an interactive Blazor session, and it was really nice to do. And I hope I inspired some more people to work with Blazor. So everything is working as we planned. So let's close. And for now, just return an ingredients DTO. Return new ingredient DTO. New ingredient. Oh, I should give it a name, of course. Name. Type should be ingredient type dot amount, and I also like to create an ID on it, because we are retrieving through the ID. So later this stream we are gonna start working on moving this to the database. John says, any components where you need to use automock with a service which has another service injected into it, its constructor. Otherwise, you have to help me tomorrow. So you're creating a service that you want to test. Wait, I missed it. What exactly did I miss? Because then I can look at it for you. So let's just add the ID here. But what did I miss and where do you want to see it? Because you just wanted to create a service that injects another service. Yeah, but do you want to test the service or the component? So we created this one, so let's check Swagger. And as you can see, we now also have an ingredient, and if we test it out, try it out, fire at 45. Yeah, we got the response here. So John says, well, the component requires to use one of the methods in the service. Yeah, okay. I think... But you're mocking the services, right? Also, welcome Aiden and Murray02. Welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a great day. How is it going? What do you think of Blazor? And have you have any experience with it? But John, if we... Yeah, you can see the... I'm not sure if I don't have any... Yeah, I added those in the test method. I did it to work by just letting Automock do the nested services. And then created the second service directly with the first as a parameter. As in the second one, directly in a... But what are you testing? Are you testing the component or are you testing the service itself? Because there's no real reason to test the component and the service and then mock the third service, but that should still work. But because then you probably would create another test for the service that you want to test and one for the component itself and make it really isolated. That's my preferences anyway. as in the second one, directly in the method itself, not by automock. Okay, let me see. So if I go yeah, I nested. Yeah, I originally mocked it, but then the replacement returned null as the nested service did replace multiple values. But can you not just return the value you want instead of null? Because, well, I don't... Do I have mock and... Not mock. I don't have mock yet. So, that's something. But you could just do mock.setup and then returns, right? I don't really... You can just let the first service return something without calling the second service. Okay, cool. So let's continue. Yeah, we now need to go to the... Do we already have an ingredient service? No, we don't. So let's go to the ingredient components. So we go open our... So we have the table row, and then we have this ingredients. I'm thinking we should use just ingredients in here. So now we just hard-coded our ingredients. And I want... So we want a public... We want the parent component to return an enumerable of ints with ingredient IDs. And then we want to do a protected on initialize async. And then we want to set the ingredients based in this function based on the IDs. I would like to make all the calls and then await them all. I think that would be a really nice addition to this, because we don't really care when a new item is added, but we do, or we don't really care about the order because they're not dependent on each other. So let's go to our Visual Studio. And let's create to the services, endpoint services. Let's create a new ingredient service. Ingredient HTTP service. And in here we want to add the our HTTP service, but not the normal one, but interface one, of course. So let's make sure we get this injected through the constructor. And then public async task. And then we want to return the recipe ingredients. Now we want the ingredients. Public task ingredient get ingredients. Let me see to make sure that we get user profile async. Recipe service get recipe by ID. Get ingredients by ID. String ID. And John asks, Lotte, when did you become VIP, by the way? Well, she became VIP when I typed that she was VIP this stream. It was at the start of the stream. You're also VIP, if you didn't know. And I think the Tessie is also VIP. I think that's you guys are the most attendant viewers and most in the chat. So let's do a private read only with the ends. No, not really. Private constant endpoint equals ingredients. And let's make it a string. And now we can call our result equals. And we're gonna call our HTTP service that get a sync of the type ingredients DTO. And then we want to give the endpoint and the ID. And this should be an int. And we should await this. And then we want to return ingredients. Name equals result dot name. Let's do the mapping by hand this time. And that should be result dot. And let's also add the ID here. It's not never wrong to do that. Aristileaf, hello, how is it going at the loot bank? So we're gonna call the method with the ID and then return the new ingredient. Blood bank. Yeah. Donor bank? I'm not really sure how you call that. So let's remove this ingredient, or not remove. Let's extract it to an interface, and let's call it and remove the HTTP. And let's move it to its own file. Oh, I didn't do that for the rest, but we can always do that. Interfaces. And let's fix this namespace. And now we can go to our program. And not to our record. Yeah, that's program. add scoped, and add it to the dependency. Any reason, or just because you're a good person? And Aristili says, just because I'm a good person. So now, and roll the cook. So in the Dutch, when you donate blood, you get like some sugar cookies and stuff like that to recover from donating blood. And they now think I'm a meanie because I smiled when I said that she was a nice person. But of course I think you're a nice person. Everybody here is a nice person. What? Roze Cooker would be worth it, but they don't take ginger blood? Well, they do. So let's go to the ingredients component. And then let's make this async. That's not true. Thomas donated, and John says, "Are you sure he donated blood?" Well, I'm not sure what else comes red out of my body. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was blood. So let's create a new variable called ingredient tasks equals, and then we need to inject our newly created service. So prop, let's make a prop and ingredient service that's no, we first need to do an ingredient IDs dot select and ingredient service dot get by ID. Let's do it like this. So because this returns an int and this requires an int, they get what I want, so I don't need to specify it by hand. Oh wait, and let's remove the return. And now the ingredients equals ingredients task dot wait all. But this doesn't. Let's see. To await a list of tasks C#. dot wait all. Yeah, I want to wait it, but I looked if I could instantly save it to a variable. To array task dot when all want to wait all tasks run, which will execute the command when all tasks are done. Also, welcome Ptinchan1, I think. Yeah, I know. Also, thank you for the follow. Task dot I think I'm gonna mute Iris to leave, but when also okay, yeah, I want this. So I want the ingredients equals and we still need to await it, of course. And we can remove this as this was boilerplate for when we were trying it. And let's fix the order. So what we're doing here is we're just looping through every ingredient ID and trying to retrieve the ingredient. But we don't have to wait for the first ingredient to be returned. We're just saving a list of tasks, and then we are saving it on ingredients when all ingredients are done. So instead of waiting, yeah. So that's just a little improvement, and I think we can try this out. Not yet. We still need to go to the recipe. John says, nice, so now they run parallel upon initialization rather than sequential. Yeah, basically. So the triggering is still sequential, but instead of waiting before the first request is done, we're just gonna, well, fire them all and wait till we get all the results back. Also, welcome Commander Roots Artilio. join the efforts, Madcow and Violet's TV. Welcome. I think all of you are welcome back. So I hope you all having a great night, and it's really good to see people returning. Also make sure to type in !tickets to join the giveaway for a free sub. We only need one. We have one more sub to go. Let me also update my title. Pete Enchant. Yes, well, they are native to Blazor. I'm not sure whether they come from the ASP.NET Core components. Oh, sorry, one more follow. Okay. So I can give you a quick. Do you know MVC Pinchant 1? Or Pinchant? Yeah, okay. So Blazor is sort of like MVC. Like if we go here, this all broke for some reason. I know why. I can fix that later. Let's go to a correct page. So normally you could do for each loops and stuff like that, but everything needs to be yeah, we'll fix it later, Pinchet. But instead of rendering everything on the server and sending it to the front end, and then waiting for the user to do something and sending basically a message back with new info or a new request, and then re-rendering an entire page and sending it back again. This runs entirely on the client. You using a WebAssembly to interpret the DLLs that are computed through compile time, and we are just yeah, you can run that without any plugins, without any other stuff, and that way yeah, it's a spa. You have two versions of Blazor at the moment. You have server side and client side. And server side still renders it on the server, but sends small components to Signal R. So it still feels like a spa, but still rendered on the server in your WebAssembly, what we are doing. But that's like a spa, but then the convenience of C#. Like we can share the same model for front end and the back end, and just even write everything. This is a little bit of a problem. Because we are getting the amount also, and we should add it. So we want what are we sending? Yeah, Pinchant, the problem was that before, let me open a fork. I can show it rather nicely. So the problem was that we had a recipe ingredient, what basically contains the ingredients, but also the amount, because an ingredient is yeah, it's not the same for every ingredient, but it is the same for this recipe. And Lisa Jojo says, I'm sorry, put the flow to bed, and you don't know when you became a FIP. You became a FIP when I made you a FIP at the start of this stream. And nice, you entered the giveaway. Let me... Yeah, you're added. Lieselotte, don't forget to type exclamation mark tickets to make sure you join the giveaway for the free sub. So, let's continue. So this should not be, we should make another model for this. We're just gonna use the ingredient ID here. And no, I'm gonna Iris Tea Leaf says, I wanted to enter the giveaway, but then I remembered that you're already subbed. You can still enter it. I'm not gonna give you the next month for free then, but you can give it away to someone else. But you can also not enter and just have the fate decided. But we're gonna... Yeah, you can pick. Very cool, we already have 5. But we still need one more follow. Otherwise I'm not gonna give away anything this stream. Ingredients. Oh, I still have my commands running. I don't have Luti running. Also, welcome Time Waster. How's it going? And Pinchant says you don't need the reference of the Kies asking Excelexi what you're doing. Sorry. Pinchant, I'm not completely sure about what you mean. But we do have the... So we're gonna change this to the... no, recipe. Ingredients. Ingredients. No, everything broke, but select. Oh, I was already doing. Why is this? Let's far. And hourglass bot. Oh, nice! We got 100. Party! Thank you, Time Waster, for letting your bots follow. And let's have some shocks. But that was we are. Oh my! I see that. Oh, my counter is removed for some reason. But we hit the 100 followers. So that's really nice. Let me quickly update it here. So that's really cool. We just a few moments ago few weeks ago we just had the 50 to get the affiliated, and now we're already at 100, so that's really nice. Also, Time Waster says Swagger Love. Yeah, it's really nice to see what you're actually building and also debugging it. I can also spam that hourglass. Oh, let's re-edit here. John says, now that you mentioned it, how is that 50 follower promise going? I'm not sure what you're talking about, John. Ingredients, we can... Let's create a new task. Let's do it like so the problem is that we need to add the ingredient to the model. So public task async get and add ingredient. public not async task. And then we want the recipe ingredients. Recipe ingredients. And John says initial starts I did, but I think I stopped after starting around 2, so perhaps time to push him again. Fitboy is not so good at being if I can go to the gym, I really like it, but outside I don't really have the motivation to go. But I don't promise anything, but when John starts at this week 2 again, I may join again. But maybe like the schema I got is still hard then. But let's continue here. So what we want to do is call the get the ingredient here. It was an honor, Tommy Boy, that we started calling your fit boy. No, I'm just gonna do some. I'm just gonna do the scheme. If it's too hard, then that's motivating, I guess. Well, actually, it is for me. I guess we need to take away some privileges. Well, what privileges? Well, to be fitter, I did, but I bought a standing desk, so I don't think I get it on Wednesday, but I should get it on Monday. So then you can spend hops on letting me stand for a couple of minutes. So that's already a little bit better. And that ingredient equals ingredient. No, I don't like that. Please also add spending hop options to make you do sit-ups again. I got 7.3 hops, so let you do squats all night long. Well, if I'm gonna make you do let me do sit-ups, it's gonna be 5k or something. I'm not gonna do or 1k for one sit-up. I'm not gonna do it all night. No, not sit-up, just getting down to sit down, standing up, oh shit, sitting down again. Now you cannot let me sit down, you can just let me stand up, and after a couple of minutes, I can stand up again. Class recipe ingredient ID. Oh, I wanna rename this one, I think. No, I don't wanna rename this one. No, I wanna do it like this. So let's move this to another file. And RDs. But let's continue here. So instead of setting it, get ingredients with amount. So recipe against ID. Recipe ID should return an ingredient, and then we should return a new recipe ingredients with the with the amount should be recipe ingredients dot amount, and the ingredient should be the ingredients. Let's fix the return type, and let's add something here. And then instead of doing this, we're gonna still do Lieselotte says, oh, our C lift is let's combine our hops. I got 12.7. Well, Iris, I'm just gonna hack your laptop and spend it all on random bullshit so you can do it on stream. Lieselotte says, I'll probably recommend 2 setups per week. Well, I do one every day, like that's getting out of bed, I hope. Is that already a setup? You're such a party pooper. Well, I'm kind of worried that I need to sit up and stand up again the entire day. And Lieselotte says I kind of roll out of bed because I literally don't have any muscles. Well, every party needs a party pooper, yeah. Like a few years ago, there was like a thing going around like that. Some party like was on a ski trip, and that he pooped in like some flowers or something. I remember a story, so that's also a party pooper, but I don't know if that's one you mean. And John says a flower pot, pretty sure, and it wasn't a ski trip, but a training week, right? Could also be a training week, but yeah, you're right, it's a flower pot. And Lieselotte says it's a ski trip. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not that kind of party pooper, but I hope at least. Lieselotte has already has it bookmarked, I think. She got it so quickly. So now we are setting a new type. And also welcome back. I forgot how you said that. I needed to pronounce it. Thielens? And welcome oh. Well, at least welcome. How is your night going? I believe this should be it, but we do need those recipe ingredients from here. From what are we calling this one again? Was it from the index? Yes. So public ingredient recipe ingredient ID array with recipe ingredient IDs. We will try tomorrow. Yeah, the problem is that you say it and then I think you said it on Thursday. So I sort of forgot. Let's go back to our ingredients components. John, you don't need to say that out loud. So let's make sure that if ingredients equals null, I want to throw a new what was it? Argument null exception. Ingredient list cannot be null. And now make sure that from the recipe service public ingredients. So let's add the public class recipe ingredients DTO prop int ID prop double the amount. This should be an array. Get Oh, ingredients. And then on the recipe model, recipe Beating Chant asks, why are you using arrays instead of lists or dictionaries? Well, dictionaries because I don't need to search it on one specific ID or something like that. So there's no real reason to use dictionary. And the reason I'm not using lists is that the list is defined beforehand. So I'm not gonna change it, so there's no real reason to make it a list. As the size is like the main reason you want to use a list is that you can easily add or remove items, and an array doesn't really have that. And if you wanted to search something by index, that would also be a little bit quicker for an array, but we are not really doing that, so that's not really a problem. But that's also something. Let's do a so there's not really a reason, but it's just that I like to use arrays if I know I'm not gonna change it. Amount equals and John says it also helps to signal what you intend to do. If it's a list, you should expect the items to be added later. That way you can make using arrays versus lists more descriptive as well, on top what Thomas said. That is sort of true, but then you can also make it a read-only list, but then we're just being annoying. But yeah, most times if it's something that is gonna change, if it's dynamic, stuff like that, I always use a list or a dictionary if I need to specifically find the IDs very quickly. But otherwise I use a list. So this ingredient is way more work than I thought. Peaching Chan said, understood, it depends on what you use it for. Yeah. Also, by using an array, I kinda intend that you cannot make it bigger. And stuff like that. Let's just letting the future me or someone else know what I intend to do. So on our ingredient component cards, let's add the recipe.ids. Let's hope it works. Oh no, we got an error. Yeah, it's really cool. And the problem is that I didn't define the interface. So let's go to our Oh, yeah, that's really stupid. I added the interface with the interface. So this should work. Object is not set of a reference. And right, okay. First of all, I need to make this an array. And second of all, I need to tell that it can be null, but that's not allowed. Damn it. Hello, why are you still showing this message? Because I already fixed you. Okay, I'm gonna run it. Let's see. Ingredient list cannot be null. Damn it, I was... Okay then, we need to make it. Yeah. But if it's still null, it's still gonna break, so I'm gonna recipe equals does not equal null. I'm really not sure why it's still displaying that message. Value cannot be null. I also want because that's kind of an annoying error in typo name of this recipe ingredients. So what component is throwing this? Ah, it's in here. Throw argument null exception. Let's see. If it Oh, I don't need to see the source page. Value cannot be null. Let me see if I can set a breakpoint. Value cannot be null. Ingredients are not null. Ingredients that maybe it's because there aren't any ingredients in it. Value cannot be null. Is it on the index page? Ah, wait, no. Yeah, the breakpoints aren't really... Wait, maybe if I only... No, that's not even gonna work. My breakpoints are broken for this Blazor project, I think. Yeah. I expect cannot be null. Recipe. What? It's something in here. It should be. Oh, maybe it's the ingredients. It's right. I think I know why it went wrong. So. If so, this should be the problem, because the ingredients were null at the moment it gets loaded. No, I checked if the so I still got an error, so I'll need to check out why. But I check if the ingredients IDs are so that's the parameter. I check if those are not null. But that still means that ingredients themselves can be null. And if he goes to loop in here, it goes wrong. And the utensils should be a list. Value enumerable, let's select. This should also not be null. But it also doesn't... Oh shit, that's wrong. So the ingredients themselves is wrong. Ah, thank you, by chance. Yeah. It's still not displaying, but we're getting there. Ah, that's right, because we didn't add any recipes. Thank you a lot. Let's do some shock in the chat. I think I'm gonna take a small break of a few minutes. I'll be back after that, I'm gonna run during the time a commercial. This allows other people to not see ads when they join. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Hope you all stay here. If you haven't already, make sure to join the giveaway with !ticket. And you have a chance to win a free sub here. And if you're already subbed, then you can give it away to someone else, or you get it on the after this month. I can give you one. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to follow, and if you'd really help support me, make sure to hit that subscription button for a few bucks a month. It really helps me out affording better and new gear. So I hope to see you in a few minutes when I get back. Hello and welcome back, everybody. Hope you all had a great break and are ready to ramble. So let's continue. We just added our ingredients, but now we need to make sure that our controller recipe controller we can remove this one. Ingredients. Amount equals 5 and ID. Let's copy this one. Nice, this should work. Now let's hope that we get something. Yeah. This seems really nice and it's pretty quick. So let's close a few windows and let's see on what we all built. So we added the ingredient controller that returns an ingredient based on the ID. We moved this to make sure that it works with recipe ingredients. We remove some namespaces. We added an if statement for ingredients to make sure that they're not null. We removed the ingredients from here, or the hard-coded. Remove the ingredients type. So let's also... We fixed some namespaces. We added an ingredient, recipe ingredient ID. We added it to the model. Another if check. And the interface for the ingredient HTTP service and the recipe service. The program. I don't need to include the enums. This seems also like a weird one, so let's remove that one. Let's add this one. Let's add this one. And let's discard this one. And let's check 28. So let's 28 ingredients. API. Tessie, welcome back. I hope you are doing great this night. Good to see you. So let's create a pull request for this one. I did a commit, but I did not push the commit. No. Oh, I did not commit it. Controller AP gradient API. But how are you doing tonight, Tessie? We just reached 100 followers, and that means that we are gonna do a sub giveaway. So if you like to join, you can join through the command !tickets. And then you enter the giveaway. Create pull requests. And then it was 28. And let's enable auto merge. So we give this a few moments. And then this should be merged into our main. But you can still see the branch. Tessie says, I spent like 3 days trying to figure out how to host 2 Blazor Wasm apps on a single host. Terrible experience. I can imagine. What kind of... was it just an app service plan or something, or... Because can't you just... change the weapon config and forward everything from a certain URL to one and the other URL to another? And then wildcard every part after the URL. So it's completed. But yeah, I had a similar experience with I needed a certain file for our certificate verification. To need to be available and not be like with the normal stuff. And it was also really a pain. But you're right. So we are gonna add, let's create a new branch, and let's move add SQL database, and we wanna add the SQL database in combination with SQL of an entity. So .NET Core add entity framework. Let's see all the steps. It should be sort of easy. Create a web app. Yeah, we don't care about all this stuff. We just need to add entity framework core and this entity framework core SQL server. Whoa, you're right, Tessie. 99 Whoa, someone unfollowed. That's really mean. Make sure, go get someone and make sure he follows. Also, welcome to Crackmouse, Drop Dog, Ice Wizard, Inderella, and join the efforts. I believe some welcome back, and for the new people, welcome. That's really sad, but I'm still gonna do the giveaway. So don't worry about that. But find someone you, that might enjoy the show and give him the link and say to him that he needs to follow. So we created a new branch. So let's go to the NuGet packages. So we're gonna add them. I don't want the pre-release yet. Install. So many screens that open up. And I believe we also want the SQL design. So I have the giveaway planned for 9:30. So make sure that you joined for that. So let's close this. So most of this stuff is stuff of what they add by default. And we need this one. So let's oh, that gives me some. Do they say how to edit? Add debate context. Yeah, work a lot with Entity Framework, but that's something you always forget. So let's create a new folder called data. Application database context. Let's call it application database context, and it should interpret or extend DB context. Yes. And we need to make sure that we are using the And let's add connection string default connection and I need to make sure what my database name is. So for the people that do not know, the reason I put it in the development is that I don't want to add it to the global one that gets published, but I want to override it. Server is this one. Top foods. And now if we go to our management studio, so management studio is something that allows you to see your database. We see foods, but not top foods. So I believe it should automatically create a database, and otherwise we need to create the migration, and then it does. So ah, shit. We were too quick. Let's go to our contexts. And let's set the project to the API so we don't have to doing it. Okay, so probably on the first SQL one it makes it, but it is connected, it should be. So let's create entities. You have to map the entities there. Yeah, I know. Recipe. That's why you like Dapper. Why? I'm not. I heard like Dapper that it's a little bit faster. But I heard that Entity Framework was better for our relations, and adding stuff to the database. Well, not better, but easier. And for reading, the time is important, but for the inserting, most of the time it's not that big of a deal. Let's copy most of this. Title, description, image URL, favorite ingredient. Wait, there is something gone wrong. Let's merge this also back in here. But yeah, is Dapper something I need to explore? I never really used it. I use Entity Framework. We use Entity Framework for all our database needs, so. I like Entity, but I do prefer Dapper. So I'm gonna check Dapper. With Dapper, you do need to write you do write queries, but they automatically convert it to models. Is that? Like the big difference? Yeah, so Entity Framework removes like all. To be honest, it doesn't really, but it looks like they remove all database calls. You don't really need to know SQL. Also, to be good at Entity Framework, I think it's important to know what the query is. And Tessie says Entity Framework is great. Yeah, also, I think they have both have their place. Entity Framework's a little bit slower of what I heard. So if you have if it's important for your application, then that could be something. But on the other hand, for inserting, it's not really important. And the second part is don't optimize prematurely, because that's the root of all evil. No, but yeah. Starting, I think in the end, maybe we'll look at Dapper to get models. But for inserting, like, nobody cares if it takes half a second or 0.6 seconds. In my opinion, at least. So let's remove this for now. So just create the bare bones model. Just try to keep it as simple as possible. Sometimes it's written badly. Well, the SQL queries that you get are like sometimes are really big. What was it? Database set, not collection. Like normally there would be an entire list of stuff like that, so it's really easy to copy, but For now, it's the first one. And I also like yeah, let's add this. Was it on the app? It's on the services. If environment. Oh, we're not getting environment in here. Just add it for now. Get required services, no. Migration. Migrations. I think I already have this. Create initial. So let's open our command prompt. Go to repos, cd top dev, top food, API. .NET EV migrations at initial creates. Oops, let's add it. Wait, but we had it, right? Then we can remove this one. That was the wrong one. Also, Tessie said, are you also encountering some troubles with Azure Portal right now? I'm not using it at the moment, but I can check it for you. What troubles do you have? And let's also add it. It does them really slow. Oh. I do. Yeah, I have problems with Azure. I cannot exit anything. Oh damn, that's really bad. Let's hope they fix it before tomorrow morning, because I need to fix some. I need to migrate an environment to our Azure front door. So that would be really annoying. Yeah, let's run the command. Cannot be null. Okay. Let's also. Let's update. Did I write something wrong? Default. Ah, it's connection strings. Never mind. Yeah, I think it rebuilds for me. Yeah, oh. Wait, I thought that it would use... Would define the primary key for me by default, or not? Is it... Ah, I need capital. I don't like that. Primary. I don't want ID, I want lower. What? Anti-framework attribute primary key. Oh. I'm just being too hard. Thinking too much. What? Let's rebuild to make sure. Tessie asks, did you consider using GUID instead of int as an ID? Yes, I did. I think the problem with GUIDs is that they're harder to read, and also they make the if you have them in the URL as I would like them to be, as that would decrease the as that would make copy and pasting the URL to someone else with the same to copy the recipe. That would, I think that most times that looks ugly with a GUID. So that's the reason I prefer the ID. But what? It has a key, right? Key. Oh! Damn it, at the moment that you say that, I was like, wait, what? Damn it, that was really stupid. Yeah, it does accept ID. I was like, I thought that we already used that. So if we look in, it's created a new folder called migrations. And you can see that it starts with a timestamp and then the name that we provided. And then you can see that it creates a table of the type int, annotation, SQL Server, the title, and that the primary key is the ID. And down it just drops the table. So if we, no, I still need to make sure that we are .NET EV update. What do you guys think? Should we do it, force it in the services, or should we just update it by hand each time we do a migration? But now we can look in our database and we see Thop food, and you can see the tables, you can see the recipe. And John says, Tessie, I've been very busy with uni for 2 to 3 weeks, so not much actually. Currently writing up a Stack Overflow question. I'm kinda stuck googling the issue of signaling card submissions outcome separately from the replacement. I'm not sure what the of signaling card submission outcome. I'm not really sure what you mean, so it's hard to help you. Maybe we can talk tomorrow and I can give you a few suggestions if I know what the problem is. So we created the database. I think we are gonna do the rest in a separate issue, because I'm not very good at it, but I like to keep them small. .NET Core no, never mind. Let's keep it like this. Add SQL Server with entity framework. Let's create a new pull requests. I think this would be a really good moment to do the giveaway. Because our other... Well, we already created the recipe entity, not completely. And I think I'm gonna keep those two for next stream. That's gonna be Wednesday. But for now, even though we sort of hit the 100 followers, but we're on 99 again. But Tessie, if you like to join the giveaway, make sure to quickly type !tickets and you get a chance to win a free subscription. No, a single one. Ticket. That way you join, you get 1 month of a free sub. And that means you can always do the Top Dev Shock. And also you can, you have the icon with your name. So let's close the giveaway. You can no longer enter the giveaway. In 3, 2, 1. Oh. Drum roll. I'm the winner. No, I'm gonna draw another winner. Like, I joined to test it and stuff, but well, good night, everybody. No, I'm joking. Draw another winner. Iris Tea Leaf. You won. Do you wanna do a reroll or do you wanna give the sub away? As you're already subbed. You can also come here and press or draw another winner if you like. And yes, he does. And welcome, Beating Chant 1. You won the sub giveaway. I hope you're still here. Yeah, you're still very good. Because that makes it much easier. Oh. Congrats, and you should have it now. The PayPal page is still loading. Peting Chant. Can you do the emote or insert something in chat? It's still not triggering. My paper. That's... Damn it! Like the checkout of PayPal is Loading. Let's give it. Damn it, PayPal's not working for me. Change methods. I can do it through my bank. That's nice. This is so annoying. Pay now. Continue. And it broke my entire interface. Give me a second. Yes, welcome, Chance, welcome. Hop hop. And that means that I'm on 4 subscribers. I think that maybe we should do an other giveaway next stream if we hit 5 subscribers. So that's one more. We can do another one if you guys like. Giveaways, yeah. So now probably no one is gonna sub now because they want the 5 ones. No, at 15. So that's a little bit more. At 15, I get more. I get more emotes. So you can also give away 6 or 10 more subs to other people, and then we get more emotes. And Lisa Lotte says, can you also do a giveaway? Do my study projects? No. So Irish Tea Leaf is the best cheerleader there is. This isn't YouTube, but if you, I do have a YouTube, so if you do like to follow me there or like the videos or subscribe, that's also really appreciated. Okay, this is still fine. So let's check our GitHub page. And I screwed all my tabs and my internet by doing that. Pull requests. Enable auto merge. Details, this should it's not working yet. But I wanna thank you all for watching today. It was really nice to sort of hit 100 followers. But yeah, that's no problem. We do have a really nice member edit. Welcome Ping Chang as a follower and a subscriber. So let's all join Wednesday and make sure that we hit that 5 subscribers, and so we can do another giveaway. I want to thank you all for being here. If you liked it, make sure to follow, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe. I hope to see you all Wednesday. I stream every Monday and Wednesday from 9 or from 7 till 10-ish p.m. Thank you all and have a great night.